gross. Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to share with you guys how I do my makeup when I'm filming on camera. So I pretty much like a natural, simple, pretty kind of makeup, nothing too crazy, but I do really like flawless skin and very bold brows, and then I like my lip and my eye to be a bit more just kind of simple and natural looking. But I definitely do my makeup slightly different when I know I am going to be filming a video or any time I'm going to be on camera, anything like that. So I thought it might be useful to share with you guys how I do my makeup, and maybe hopefully you guys can learn some tips or anything like that for on camera simple makeup. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start off, I normally either take the Makeup Forever Ultra HD or the Nars Sheerglow. Today I opted for the Sheerglow just because it makes my skin look a bit more dewy, and my skin has been a bit dull and dry lately. But I really like both these foundations because they look nice on camera and they are pretty buildable in coverage. So I'm just kind of stippling that on my skin with the Beauty Blender, which I really love. You guys know I love Beauty Blenders. I kind of go through phases of brushes and Beauty Blenders, but that's what I've been loving so far. And I'm just going to go in with this full coverage concealer. This is the Nars Creamy Concealer, and you guys know also that I love this product. But with my foundation and concealer, I typically tend to go about a shade darker than my actual skin tone, or like half a shade, just because on camera I find with like all my lights and stuff, it makes my skin kind of look a bit washed out and a bit paler. So that's what I do on camera. Obviously I don't do that in like everyday life. And then for concealer, I just like something really brightening that really, you know, wakes up the eyes. So I've been using this Instant Light one from Clarins, which is pretty good, but I do like to drag it down onto like my cheekbones to really illuminate that, and all over my eye, all over my eyelid, just to kind of neutralize that and cancel out any veins. So again, I'm just taking my Beauty Blender and kind of blending everything together. So to set everything in place, I normally take the Charlotte Tilbury powder or the Makeup Forever powder, but do be warned with this powder, the Makeup Forever one sometimes will have flashbacks, so I don't normally recommend it, but for filming it works out good, but just don't get your photo taken because it will have flashback. Today I went for the Charlotte Tilbury one, and it doesn't really have too much coverage, but it has a slight tint, but it really is just a beautiful powder. So I really like to kind of roll and press that product into the skin versus kind of like dust it on, just so it doesn't move any product underneath. So I really just like to set the areas with like blemishes that I put the extra concealer on, and under my eyes, just to make sure nothing kind of moves and budges. And then with a fluffy brush like that, I just kind of dust everything away and just make sure everything's blended in really nicely. Next up, one of my favorite parts. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow Duo, and with the bronzer, I'm just going to kind of warm up around my cheeks and around my hairline. And again, I like to go a bit heavier handed with this product just because I want to have a bit more warmth, and on camera I find sometimes the color can get washed out. So I'm just going to dust that all around the perimeter of my face. Oh, and then I just like to pop a little bit under my jawline and along the bridge of my nose just to give my face a bit more dimension on camera. So for blush, I'm just taking this Hourglass one here. It's really lovely, actually. I love the finish of it. I'm just popping that on the apples of my cheeks and dragging it backwards. But again, I am going to go a bit heavier handed than I normally would, just to make sure that my face really has some color on camera and I'm not too washed out. Okay, next up, this is a vital part for me when I'm filming. I really, like I said, I want to make sure that my face has dimension and I don't look super flat on camera, so I really like to add a highlight. Typically I like a cream highlight because it just catches the light better. So I'm just popping that on the tops of my cheekbones and on any other areas of my face that I really want to pop or accentuate. And I just really find that it looks great under lighting, and it just really makes your face look like it's not one flat 2D thing. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing inner corners, brow bone, top of the lip, and I'm just blending that out with my finger. Next up, I do like to add a little bit of contouring to my cheeks, so I'm just going to take a small little fluffy brush here and pop that on my cheeks. I just kind of start at the front of my ear, I guess, and go along my cheekbone. And when I'm doing this, I really like to kind of brush the product upward. You'll see in a second. I like to feather it upwards just to really create that roundness and to create the appearance of, or I guess the illusion of your cheekbone sinking in more. And then next up, my favorite part, you guys know I love me a good strong brow. I just find even if you don't do a lot of things on your face, if you just have a strong brow, it'll really just pull together the whole look. So I'm just taking the Charlotte Tilbury brow definer here, and I'm just, you know, doing my brows as one does. Next up, I have this brow gel. This is the Essence Make Me Brow, and I love, love, love this brow gel. And I'm just gonna kind of comb that through to hold everything in place. So for eyes, I honestly rarely ever spend time doing a bunch of eyeshadow work because I find I can't really see it on camera, so I normally skip out on a ton of eyeshadow. I'm just taking this cream shadow here. It's like a gorgeous kind of gold. It's a really reflective and beautiful cream shadow. So I'm just kind of applying that all over the lid, blending it out in the crease, and blending a little bit on my lower lash line. And I find that kind of just does the trick. So I really love doing that, and it's super quick and really easy to do. Now to define my lashes just a little bit more, I'm going to take this brown eyeliner and I'm just going to tightline my upper waterline. And it looks extremely painful, but I swear it's not. But for me, I've got very short lashes, so it really helps accentuate my eyelashes and just makes it all pop a bit more. Then I'm just going to take that color and kind of smudge that on my upper lash line as well, and just kind of messily kind of blend that out. And again, this just creates the illusion of fuller lashes. So you don't have to be too precise, but I'm just kind of building it up slowly in layers and then smudging out with that little angled brush. Then I'm just going to curl my lashes, and I've got the Sheerglow lash curler here, and oh my gosh, it looks so creepy curling your lashes on camera. I hate it. Anyways, just give those a good curl, and then I'm going to coat them with a nice, generous coat of black mascara. I personally always use waterproof mascara. Like, I rarely ever use a non-waterproof mascara, just because I really find it helps hold the curl. So I'm just going to do a couple coats of that on my upper lashes and one coat on the lower lashes. Then for one of my favorite beauty products ever, I love this lip liner from Charlotte. This is the Pillowtalk lip liner, and I'm sure you can tell because it's super small because I literally use it all the time. But it's just like the most perfect pink color. It's pretty much the same color as my lips, but it just really helps me define them a bit more. So I'm just gonna line the outside of my lips and kind of smudge that and blend it inwards. And then I'm gonna go in with a nice nude gloss. And I really just kind of like to dot the product on and build it up in layers, because I find sometimes if I put too much gloss on, it looks crazy on camera because it reflects the light a ton. So I just kind of blot it in with my finger and build it up slowly. Okay, so here is the finished makeup. This is basically the look that I've been doing for the past like 4 to 6-ish months on camera. I mean, obviously I change it up sometimes, and I'll change like my lip color or my foundation or my blush, things like that. For the most part, this is how I like it to look, and those are like the techniques that I do to achieve it. So I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because right now I'm posting videos every single day, so lots of new videos coming out. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye! Honestly, I'm still not good at the banana. This is honestly like the hardest scent to describe. Like, it doesn't smell fruity, it doesn't smell like herbal, it doesn't smell floral. It smells like vaguely nothing with a hint of something, but it's not opposing. Like, I don't hate it or anything.